Support Pro Play Games on Patreon.
What's up guys, Vibez here, also known as Camilo with Team PPG, coming at you with a BlackWarGreymon deck profile. This is a deck that I've thoroughly enjoyed ever since it came out in BT8. I've been grinding this deck. All the people here know this is a deck that I truly love and I can't wait to profile it for you guys. This list has had definitely positive win rates into most matchups, so let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, we're going to start off with the eggs. We have a kind of a funny split here. We have 3 of the Coromons that give you plus 1k because remember, we're punching over things at unsuspended. Now there's Examons, the Death Eggs. You got to kind of be bigger than those guys to be able to punch over them and live. And then 2 Coromons to draw cards because, you know, this deck is a stack deck, so you kind of do want to see your pieces. And sometimes you could build a line with the Greymon Eggs and get some cheeky swings in, draw value, and helps you on break. So we play a 3-2 split. Definitely have to play 5 eggs in this format just because security control and just kind of just sometimes just throw rookies out there. So definitely like the 5 eggs. Wouldn't play any less. And now into our rookies, we have 4 of the 2k Agu, pretty standard. This card is just like obviously the best one you want to see on your egg to build your stack. 2k on your turn if your guy has Greymon. Helps with works also with Gaiamon because he's also considered a Greymon. So this card is just a staple. Would not play any less than 4 for sure. And now for the Searcher rookies, we have 4 of the on play reveal 3 add Greymon and Omnimon. Pretty cool. When this guy double hits, you're having a great time. And just a really good rookie just to start your plays off, a nice starter to have in the deck. Definitely recommend 4 of that guy as well. And then of course 4 Agu X. This is another Searcher. As you can see, you can do a cool play where you can on play search and then Digivolve for free, draw and then search. And if you have cool boys, it kind of just gets out of hand and you get to find your combo pieces as early as possible so you can build your stack and start controlling the board from there, which is what this deck likes to do the best. So definitely 4 of that guy. And then for the 1 flex spot to have 13 rookies, I played this one Searcher Agu, the black Agu that reveals the top 4, adds a Greymon and a Dragonkin. This is the best Searcher in the deck and I really like it, but you could totally cut this guy for like a DP Agu that gives you like the 1k on your turn. It's not bad as well, but I kind of just don't want to break, and if I have this guy, I don't mind just dropping him down, looking at top 4, get 2 cards. Really good. And that's it for our rookies. So it's 13 rookies. And now for our level 4s, we're going to play 2 of the security plus 1 Greymon. This card is much needed in this format and deck because you're going to build this giant stack and only checking for 1 feels pretty bad. So this guy helps you do more damage and pressure your opponent's security. And also you can go Greymon and then Greymon X on top of this. And if you have the 2k Agu, the egg that gives you 1k, that's 9k 2 checks on a champion, which is broken. So we definitely like this guy. I was thinking about bumping it up since the format is getting very aggressive, but 2 copies has been fine for me. And then we have 2 of the Greymon that gives you a 2k inheritable, and it digivolves for 1 less if you have Agu in the sources. This guy is also really good because again, you want to punch over Digimon, so getting your Greymon, your BlackWarGreys or your Gaiamons to be huge, to punch over, live, and then, you know, keep controlling from there. I really like this. And also the digivolving for 1 is super cheeky. Like if you need to extend and you know you can't really digivolve for 2, all your other guys digivolve for 2, this 1 digivolve really comes in clutch. So we definitely like this guy. I was originally only playing 1 of him because I was playing 4 of this guy, but I cut 1 to add another one of that Greymon because I felt like the DP gain was kind of necessary right now. But definitely these blocker Greymons are just so good on your first stack. Like what I like to do with this deck is build like a BlackWarGrey stack that has this guy under him as like my first stack that I kind of just leave chilling. It doesn't really even check out security, it just controls the board, and I have my BlackWarGreymon blocker basically reboot. Well, it's gonna delete something and then restand, so it's like a double blocker, and it's gonna have protection. It just, you make this stack that just has all these effects, and definitely giving this deck a defensive option because you can't just get ran through. So sometimes you definitely need that blocker. I cut 1 because, you know, the format's a little more aggressive. So 3 has been just fine, but you can go back up to 4 if you see that you're just getting OTK too much. And then of course the 4 Greymon X. This card goes without saying, digivolve for free on a Greymon, gives you that super awesome protection all turns, which is honestly so good. And again, you can just do the play with this guy. If you have this under like this, and it just 9k 2 checks, or even just sometimes 6k 2 checks just kind of just gets in there. 6k 2 checks, draw a card, like what? Really good. You could even, same thing, like sometimes you just champion rush and here you go, here's 10k Greymon, like what? So definitely like this guy, and of course triggers your cool boys, gives you that protection. Card is way too good. And that is all for our champions. It is 11 champions. So the ratios of this deck is 13 rookies, 11 champions, 9 level 5s, and then 7 megas. It's like the most consistent for me. Again, this is a stack deck, so you do have to, you know, find your pieces as early as possible. All right, so for our level 5s, you know, the best boy, this card just has it does so much for this deck, so much value. It's definitely the level 5 you want to see the most. It lets you attack unsuspended, de-digivolve, pop a rookie, so any floodgate that's bothering you or any like rookie that's just there, you just de-digivolve, pop, it claps armor rush, claps any armor deck or any real big threat. You could de-digivolve and then go into your guy and punch over, so much easier to clear boards. And the 4 cost does kind of hurt a little bit, but with the memory boost and the cool boys, you definitely get to mitigate that a little bit. And sometimes you don't even mind just building this guy in the back, just because he's just so cracked. Like he puts your opponent in such a like funky spot, because if they just gonna leave their board, like a Digimon on board, and you know you can just swing at it, unsuspend, then swing again, it's honestly just too good. This card is cracked. Definitely have to play 4. I'm hunting for the 4th Altart. I'm hunting. And for the other level 5s, we have the 3 Metal Gray X. This card it's honestly his own boss monster. So he gives you the, when digivolving, it's going to off-rip give you security +1, and if you have the Metal Greymon or the X antibody option card, he'll get the 3k DP until the end of their turn. You don't play the option card, but you play a bunch of Metal Greymon, so that will come up. And just giving your stack that extra DP and security check, it gives this deck a lot of aggro that it's missing, because you're really good at mid-range and control-y, but like sometimes you just need that push for damage, and this card definitely helps do that. And also your cool boys, it's searchable, it's just very good. You could play 4 if you want to get like a more OTK version of this deck. You could play more of the security Greymons and all that good stuff, but 3 has been working just fine for me. And now for the 2 techie level 5s that I'm playing the 1 Ultras mode. Basically gives you the protection that the Greymon X does. Digivolves for free if it has Metal Greymon. And well, not on this guy, but if you have the other Metal Gray, you can go this, de-digivolve, pop a rookie, then go this, pop a champion, and give it protection, and then go this. So now it's super strong, getting extra security checks, so very cool, and just more cycle. Again, this is a stack deck, so you want to draw as much as you can, and this card definitely helps you do that. And then for the last cheeky level 5, we're still playing 1 Megadramon, just because there is still quite a few tamers, and let's say you go up against security control and they're going to spam the board with a bunch of Mimis and Karis, your BlackWarGreymon going to pop, this guy's going to pop, so you just eat in that matchup. And you know, as a 1-of, it's been alright. You could definitely cut this if you like, but sometimes I've been noticing that I still want to pop these 3 cost tamers when attacking and when digivolving. And also, this guy is not once per turn. So let's say you go BlackWarGrey, don't pass turn, right? You pop tamers, you swing with the BlackWarGrey, pop a tamer. If you deleted a Digimon, you restand, swing, and you pop another tamer. It's just very good. So even if, like, now that yellow hybrid deck is gaining a lot of popularity, you just start eating. And that's it for the level 5s. Again, that is 9 level 5s. So for our level 6s, we're gonna rock the 3 BlackWarGreys. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. He is just so cool and puts your opponent in definitely precarious situations, especially with a good stack of inheritables. This guy just puts a lot of pressure. And I wouldn't play any less than 4. Maybe in the next format when the new BlackWarGrey support comes out, you could cut 1, but right now I've been rocking the 3. When digivolving, pop a combination of tamers or Digimon that add up to 6, and then all turns, if something gets deleted, he just restands once per turn. And obviously he needs a black source to pop a tamer and a red source to pop a Digimon, but all your dudes are dual color, so you're good in that regard. And then the big daddy, 3 Gaiomon. This guy also is just so crap. Like, this deck is just awesome. Like, this guy has one of the best keywords I think I've ever seen just on a Digimon. He has just off-rip, security +1, reboot, and he's 13k, so broken. And when digivolving, if he has black, which it will, it's going to de-digivolve, and then if it has red, which it will, it'll blitz. So even if you pass turn, you can de-digivolve and then punch over their biggest stack. They can have a 20,000 DP Jesmon GX, and then you go, okay, cool, de-digivolve it, and now it's just a Jesmon, swing over it. So that's really cool. Also, you could do the cool play with this guy where you have him, you summon him, pop tamers or whatever, swing at a Digimon, because you have the Metal Greymon inheritable. He will then unsuspend, and then you go into him. Let's say you trigger your cool boys, draw a bunch of cards, whatever, and then just swing. It's just really awesome. Definitely enjoy these cards, and this guy's just way too cracked. And then for the last level 6, we're still rocking that one BT1 Wargrey, just because there's a lot of security control in this area, and also just there's a lot of option cards that just defeat you. You do have those inheritables that protect you from option cards, but they don't protect you from DP reduction, and they don't protect you from chaos degradation. So definitely rocking this guy. If you have the perfect stack, you can make him swing for 5 checks, and that is pretty much GG. So really like him. And then for the last Digimon in the deck, we're rocking that one Blitz Omni. I really like this card. It helps, again, this deck be a little more aggressive in the turn, and like, since it's kind of a slower mid-range deck, this helps you catch up. You could also just do the play where you just check them for all their life and then blitz, which happens more often than you think. And he does have built-in protection himself, so if you have him with a bunch of inheritables that are protecting and everything, he just kind of just sticks. So not bad. Does feel bad a little sometimes though when you like digivolve this if you're not going for game and then you lose all of like your effects. So I only really would summon this if I'm going for game, but he's still nice to have. And that's it for the Digimon. It's 49 Digimon in total. So let's go in with the Tamers. We're rocking triple Cool Boy. I was playing 4 originally and like a Nokia, but you know, Death X and stuff like that started punishing, and sometimes Cool Boy just bottom deck, like it just basically just on play, put 3 cards to the bottom of your deck, and that feels bad. So rocking 3 Cool Boys. 3's been enough. I see it when I need it, and I've never really regretted cutting it. So 3 has been working just fine for me. This card's just too broken. Like, you have to play it. You just have to play it. And then for the last Tamer, we're playing 1 tie. The reason for 1 tie is because I don't see myself ever wanting to play a second one. Like, oh, you would play 2 to see it earlier, but like, when are you really gonna have enough time to go tie? And then, okay, you know what? Another tie. So we just rock with the 1. If you see it, you see it. Try to play it, and again, helps with the aggro because it'll give you security +1, sets you at 3 memory. So if you go Metal Greymon, you put your opponent to 1 while de-digivolving and blowing for Rookie. So very good. And for the option cards, we're playing 2 Red Memory Boost. Card is just super good. Again, this is a stack deck, so you want to be as consistent as possible. So these are basically like your 14th and 15th Rookie that also help you extend with the memory. You could rock more Red Memory Boost, but I had to cut some because I was originally playing 4, but I cut some to make more room for option cards that, you know, bombs and security. So we got double Crimson Blaze to help with the Jesmon matchup and the Blue Lord matchup. And then 1 Gaia Force, just if you know, you're Saki and you have an insecurity. It's happened with me where the 1 of his insecurity when my opponent's going for game. So you know what? I'll never cut this Gaia Force. It's just in there. Even in hand, it's not even that bad sometimes. So I definitely just been liking this lineup for the option cards. You can cut these for more like memory boosts or tamers if you see fit, but kind of like having the option cards. And that's it for the deck. This is a deck that I super enjoy playing, and we will be doing a lot of matches on the channel. We're going to showcase the decks that we profile, so stay tuned for that and keep topping.